Last night I was taking a walk along the river and I saw him together with a young girl, and the look that he gave her made her shiver, 'cause he always used to look at me that way. And then, okay, I feel like I thought of that song. I actually watched Sentimental Value yesterday. So also, I suppose Stellan is on the forefront of my mind, but also I wanted to do Mamma Mia because my For You page has been giving me Mamma Mia edits quite recently. Like, in specific, obviously it's been showing me Donna and Sophie. I sipping through your fingers, and I'm like, oh. And I think your For You page sometimes really out to get you, because I'm like, okay, so you don't want me to be happy. Like, right, first wake up, first eye open, and it's like, okay, here's this TikTok for you. I said, oh, okay. How do I go about my day after this, though? Like, they don't, that's what I mean. They don't give you any kind of, like, what's to do next, like the instructions. They don't say that. They don't say that. They don't say what you should do next. It's very weird. Obviously, I think I have about 3 pointers that I'm going to focus on, and then afterwards, I'll just spitball, right? Also, I want to say first and foremost, though, I do think that Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is a great movie. Like, I meant in terms of, I do like both of the songs. Like, I like the songs in that movie as well. I mean, of course, Mamma Mia is better. Like, that is obvious. Mamma Mia clears Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. But, like, the songs do eat, though. Like, specifically the one I was just singing, which was Angel Eyes. And then I also like Angel Eyes, what's it called? One of Us, and also Andante. Yeah, that song ate. And also, Lily James is such a great casting for Donna. And yeah, I never forget it. The fact that she has been, like, Lily James is able to say that she's live action Cinderella, and she's also Donna Sheridan. Like, hello, 2 for 2. I'm sorry, I didn't know your game. Okay, and number 1, I'm gonna say, why did they kill Donna off? I never get it. And it was really, really unnecessary. And it really upset me too. I think as somebody who grew up on Mamma Mia as a movie, and like I had it on DVD and I rewatched it a lot when I was younger, I do have to say that exactly that was it was a very big gripe for me. Going into the second movie, it was a very big gripe for me, and I feel about it very strongly. Excuse me. So I feel about it very strongly. Like, I just don't know why they thought that was necessary. And then number 2 as well, in the way that we have, exactly. So Mamma Mia is Donna alive. Mamma Mia number 2 is Donna not. And okay, right? In their defense, I understand us getting a peek of Donna's life. I get that. I actually loved it, you know? I'm saying I love being able to see Donna as a young person go off on her travels, get pregnant with Sophie, all this stuff, like all this like whirlwind stuff. Then she meets the 3 guys, like, do you know what I mean? I loved all of that. You know what's so interesting? It makes you feel like they could have done that in the first movie, if I'm honest. But I know that the first movie wanted to more so have a center on Sophie. Do you know what I mean? But like, I also feel like, in a way, I'm just saying they could have also put that in the first movie. And also, when I say about necessary, was necessary to kill Donna off just so then they could be able to give us her what's it called, her origins and her story. Was it necessary in that way? I'm just saying, these are things you have to think about. Because it's like, was it a must? And you know what's funny, anyways, because Mamma Mia as a movie, like, it's about just like they wanted to make a musical that was using ABBA songs, right? So the whole thing for me is like, if this isn't like, if it's not like, oh yeah, hold on a second, I need to fact check something. But if it's not like, See, exactly. So, Mamma Mia is primarily a famous stage musical and movie based on ABBA's music, not a novel. So, this is what I mean. I was trying to say like that. I wanted to put that in this like as a point, as to say that when people go off books, like that's what I mean. We're like, yes, you should be factual. You should do this and that. I mean, think of something like like Bridgerton. Everyone's like, oh yeah, the books are arse compared to the program. And we're like, oh, okay. But then so for me, I'm like, okay, if you guys don't have like a reference to go off or something that you're trying to abide to type thing, like something that's like a scripture for you, why would you kill Donna? Why would you kill Donna? Do you know what I mean? I think like I understand like that's what I mean when you're actually following a rule book. But if you're not, there's no reason for you to do that. There's no reason for you to do that. And like I think, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm getting flashbacks as well, because in the second movie, obviously, yeah, in the second movie, Sophie obviously finds out that she's also pregnant. So it's also like, oh, she's like, oh, I'm pregnant, and I'm pregnant at the same time as my mum. And I really wish that my mum was here. And we're like, oh, that's so upsetting. Like, imagine you're just like, oh, like the most vital time of your life, and you don't have your mother there to hold your hand. Like, that's actually crazy. It would be curtains for me. I said, are you serious? What are we doing? Like, I don't know one thing about, exactly, I don't know one thing about being a mother, and my mother's not here. So there we go. So really, you're just like throwing me to the wolves. And when I went to go and see that movie in the cinema, so obviously, yeah, like whenever that was, like a while ago. But when I went to see it in the theaters, I was sobbing. Like I was sobbing. But then you know what's so crazy? As I said, I was sobbing, but the songs were good. Like I'm saying, like the songs were good. But yes, I was distraught. That is what I will say. At least, I guess, yeah, they gave me some good bangers that, you know, I can, like, you know, go back to now. But still, I was like, was that necessary? Hello. Like, whoever did that, right? Whoever had the control of that, just know, I am, yeah, there's a place for you. Like somewhere on my mental list, you are there though, because yeah, it just wasn't nice. And specifically when you think about how, yeah, they're sipping through your fingers, and then we go from sipping through my fingers to my love, my life. Oh my gosh, what a jump. Right? We're like, my love, my life. And both of those songs, and we're like, one song is Sophie with Donna, one song is Sophie without Donna, but still Donna living on, like, by her. Do you know what I mean? Like, when she came there at her baby's, what was it? Baptism christening or whatever, I was like, oh my days, you've got to be joking. And then afterwards, that's what I mean. I hate movies sometimes. they'll put a scene like that on, and then they'll just flash it at you and be like, oh, then they'll just flash you with this song. Like, of course, maybe I think after that must be like actually I'm trying to think. Yeah, but like Cher's rendition of I was in and everything when I called you last night from Glasgow. As in, yeah, I think it might have been that one. But like, exactly, they'll just chuck a happy-go-lucky song at you, and I'm like, bro, I just was bawling my eyes out. What is this? Like, what are we doing? And then I think what I'm learning as well, or I feel like with Mamma Mia 2, I think I came to terms with the fact that no character you ever have, like no character that you love, in like media and stuff, they're never safe. And it's good to come to terms with that. Because you really need to. That's what I mean. I feel like as an individual, as a person, guys, you have to come to terms with that, and you have to know that no one's invincible, no one's safe. Like, And then like they're gonna get rid of your favorite character, no how, no way. Like they're not gonna ask you permission. They're just gonna do it. Like, just be ready. I mean, like, not even like, yeah. See, that sounds bad, but I'm just like, yeah, be ready. I think obviously what's mainly been teaching me that like recently is Jujutsu Kaisen. So Jujutsu Kaisen has been letting me know repeatedly. They've been really letting me know, and like obviously the show has taken a what's it called, taken a shift anyway, so it's obviously completely more darker than it used to be, right? So it's almost like the tone has shifted. So it's almost like, okay, because the tone shifted, we also know that no one's safe either, and that like anyone could drop dead at any minute. I think, you know, another anime that will put you in that too, so it's like survival mode, it's obviously Attack on Titan as well. Like that is also another one that would be like, oh yeah, you should get ready, because it can happen at any given time. And I think what's so crazy, exactly, I never thought that would happen with Donna in specific. So yeah. And the whole fact of the matter is like, I feel like exactly Meryl was still alive, and I was like, so yeah, you guys are killing off Donna when like Meryl Streep's right there, like she's actually right there. Oh, so okay, fun fact, it says Donna Sheridan was killed off in Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, primarily because Meryl Streep was unable for a full-scale sequel role and wanted a limited part. Filmmakers used her death to create emotional heft, focusing the plot on Sophie's grief and flashbacks to young Donna. Okay, oh, so hold on a minute. I was talking about who's to blame for this, right? But again, so it's the filmmakers and also Meryl. But I want to say mainly the filmmakers, though. Even though I just read that and you heard me read it, I'm still gonna say that it was the filmmakers. Because why would I want to blame Meryl Streep? Sorry, she's an icon. She is a legend. She is the moment. So I don't wanna have too much smoke for her. But like the filmmakers, then yeah, that's rude. Like, you guys, no, you guys, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? And again, why would Meryl Streep? Okay, oh wait, not the mother, not Queen Meryl, but I just mean, why would Meryl suggest? Yeah, why would Meryl like? Well, okay, it says she was unavailable. Yeah, number one, it says she was unavailable, and that like. So she was unavailable, number one, that's fine. So check, that's a given. And then obviously you only wanted a limited part. Could you guys not wait until she was available? There we go. Like, that squishes the problem right there and then. Like, actually, get me, I should have been in that set room. I would have said, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I'd be like, guys, obviously the viewers don't want us to kill off Donna, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait until Meryl is available. And the fact of the matter is, they can wait. That's what's so crazy to me. Like, they can wait. I suppose, aren't they potentially doing another Mamma Mia again? And they're doing Mamma Mia 3, potentially. I keep hearing stuff about that. I don't know if it's actually concrete or not, because Amanda keeps talking about it sometimes, so I don't really know. But like, again, that's what I mean. So I'm saying, oh, if what's it called? Yeah, they're saying that they could generally wait, and they could have waited for Meryl as well, in the way that, oh yeah, if she was unavailable, so if we're calling it's about availability, then wait until she's actually ready to do it. And you know what's crazy? Like, she's reprising, remember, her role in Devil Wears Prada. So there we go. If you guys are thinking it's about like length or whatever and how long it takes, and then another one that's doing a long time of being made is also All of Us Are Dead. So if you're thinking about stuff like that, don't think about stuff like that. I will tell you right now, look at those people and think, time doesn't even matter. Like, it's not even a thing like that, because you can still stretch out a thing for like ages, and people are still gonna want to be like, when it's out, they're gonna want to be lining up to buy their tickets. So Yeah. We said time is not the issue here. You know what I mean? So I guess what? I guess maybe they're maybe going off for the part that she wanted she wanted a limited part. Like I guess she was unavailable, so she was like, oh, I don't want to like not be in it at all. But hey ho. Anyways, let's even move on because this is what I mean. Like that point in specific gets me tight. It gets me tight. Oh yeah, number 2 is Cher was obviously in the second one. I said that earlier also because obviously Cher sings that rendition that Mia that Meryl did in the first movie, and like Cher being in that film was so like I don't know, like it was random, but I was also like, oh, in a way she probably is a good like casting for for a character like Donna. Like so like character like Donna is so full of life, so energetic. Do you know what I mean? Like well like literally a character like Donna where like her mother has to be like her mother also has to be on the same like dramatic caliber as her. Like honestly, but like her mother has to be somebody like someone outrageous. I like in a way I'm like I want to say like I don't know who else they could have chose, but I meant like I just mean that Cher is a good one, right? And then obviously Cher's entrance was amazing as well in that second movie. She obviously like Sophie was like, Grandma, you weren't invited. And then obviously she's like, that's the best kind of party, little girl. She said, yes, I wasn't invited, but I'm here, fashionably late, and I look great. Like what? Like actually? And then obviously, oh my gosh, then she did the great musical number Fernando. Oh my gosh. I was living for Fernando. Fernando probably oh yeah. Fernando might be one of my potential favorite songs in the second movie. Like I'm telling you right now. I know that might be big. That might be big to say just one. But yeah, like, okay, fine. We'll do top 3s, right? Because you guys know I like doing that sometimes. Top 3s, right? I'll say number 1 is Fernando. Okay. Number 2, I think actually, well, I kind of said this already actually, because Andante is number 2. And then also, I was gonna say what's the name of the game, but then also, what's the name of the game? And then also, why did it have to be me? I love that song. Like, Young Bill. Yeah. And I understood, like, okay, yeah, when they casted Young Bill, I said I understood the craze. And then I also was like, yes, you guys have to have a good casting for a character like young Stellan. So I was like, yeah, of course you do. And then I was like, yeah, like this makes sense. And then I was also like, it makes sense that both Meryl and Rosie liked him at the same time. So I was like, yeah, I get it. Type of man we said type of man that breaks up friendships. Yes. But yeah, not that anyone should do that, by the way, but I'm just saying, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. Do you know what I mean? In the way that obviously when Rosie saw him, she was like, bring cake, lots of cake. She was like, oh, I can't have him, but I'll eat cake though. Like, why not? Like, if I can't have that man, then we might as well just eat whatever we want. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't even matter. And then I feel like, okay, for top 3 for Mamma Mia as well, though, anyways, because you guys are probably wondering that too. So, Mamma Mia, I would say top 3 songs would be for me. Ooh, I would say, well, of course, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Sorry, but no, like, yeah, Mamma Mia is number 1. And then I feel like at number 2, I would probably say, oh yeah, Our Last Summer. Like literally, I listen to Our Last Summer all the time. And then number 3, of course, will be Sipping Through My Fingers. But yeah, that's just me though. Like I just mean that, like, obviously with Sipping Through My Fingers, like that last song in my top 3. Yeah, like that song tugs at the heartstrings, honestly, and it's like. I feel like the build up to Sipping Through Your Fingers as well, Sipping Through My Fingers, is so heart-wrenching. Like, she's dressing up Sophie up for her wedding, and She's like, don't worry, we have time. And I was like, oh my God. And then when you think about the fact that, yeah, when you look back on that scene, we're like, oh, she's like, oh, we have time. Then we're like, oh, like, time together or just time to get ready? Like, which is it? Like, hello, even again, yeah, but they wouldn't have known then. But then again, that kind of feels like foreshadowing to me. Like, I'm saying they wouldn't have known they wanted to make that decision then. Like, I mean, like in the making of Mamma Mia, the first one, they wouldn't have potentially have known that they were going to kill off Donna. But I'm just saying, like, a sentence like "we have time" is crazy. Like, it has double meanings. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has double meanings. So I'm obviously just a bit like, damn, like, when you think about it, it's just a bit scary. I'm just like, yeah, it's just a bit scary. And I do think a song like Seven Do Your Fingers obviously fits so well for like a scene like that, you know, like wishing your daughter off to her wedding. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she's actually a grown woman now. Like, you know, like, it's actually scary. So yeah, I think that must be how parents feel when they find out their children are having children, you know? Like, I think that must be that same feeling too. They're like gobsmacked and like, do you know what I mean? And they're like, you know, my baby's having a baby. It's like, it's that type thing. I find it so amazing and like so beautiful. Oh, also actually no. Okay, an honorable mention as well, actually from Mamma Mia as well, would actually also be Chiquitita as well. Chiquitita, tell me what's wrong. How I never seen such sorrow. And I hope while you guys listen to me that you're singing with me. Like, what? Like, Mamma Mia sing along when? In your eyes and the wedding is tomorrow. Oh, bro. And I actually haven't rewatched Mamma Mia in such a long time as well. I used to do it so much. Like, that's what the thing is. I get so comfortable on rewatches. I always say this as well. I actually say this to you guys all the time. I get so comfortable on rewatches because I know that I have favorites, right? And I can't help but go back to my favorites and not watch new things. I just don't know, like, that's just how my mind works. I don't know, like, why does my mind work like that? I don't know. But regardless, I do think I do need a Mamma Mia rewatch again though, just because I haven't watched it in a long time. So in my defense, it's actually a very good time too, you know? Like, I even rewatched Twilight the other day, and to be fair, I know I hadn't watched it in a while, but like, I feel like it probably wasn't like long enough yet. I like, you know, like I'm going on like, you know, it's like defrosting a chicken, like, but I'm saying like it wasn't long enough, because I rewatched Twilight like last year, like in January. So I saw that in my letterbox diary, and I was like, oh, so like it was a bit too soon. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you actually probably need like another year. Not to say that, because you guys were thinking, not to say that there's rules when it comes to rewatches, but I'm just saying, like, I also just think you should never make rewatching like yeah, I say this to like obviously say that like you shouldn't like make rewatching a thing. Like if you can help it, like don't do it. Like it will take over your life and you won't want to watch anything new. Like I'm so serious. You won't want to, and like that will just be so hard. And people will be like, "Oh yeah, have you seen this?" And you'll be like, "No." But I did watch Twilight New Moon just yesterday. Yeah. And they'll be like, "Oh, haven't you seen that before?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I've seen it like 10 times." Like, this is what I mean. Like, honestly, like, people probably ask me the same with Mamma Mia as well, because I'm like, yeah, like, with Mamma Mia and probably Twilight, I can both recite the scenes. So, yeah. Would you look at what the cat dragged in? Donna and the Dynamos. I'm sorry. This is actually, like, it's talking to my inner child. Plus, also, I also got, like, a Mamma Mia, like, I think I got Mamma Mia's like gift, or I don't know when I got it, but I got like a Mamma Mia towel and something else. I can't remember. I have like a Mamma Mia rucksack. I think in summer I'm taking that outside. I'm about to be swagging in my Mamma Mia like rucksack, or kind of, it's one of those those tie bags. So yeah, like those type was like one that you'd probably wear in like PE at school. So one of those, but I'm gonna wear it regardless. I don't care. My swag's about to be, yeah, it's about to be up there. I'm gonna be wearing some shorts and the bag and just, yeah, like, or even how okay, I feel like for me with that bag, I need to take it to the beach. So potentially that's gonna be me this summer. Like I'm taking a Mamma Mia towel, and I'm going to the beach. And I potentially might even sing Mamma Mia on the beach too. Imagine doing that though. Like this sounds like my type of day. Like going to the beach, playing Mamma Mia soundtrack and having a bottle of white or red wine. Either or. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even... I'm saying this could also be your day out too. So that's what I'm saying. It's up to you, at your discretion, which one you like best. You know? Either red or white. So, yeah. Like, for me, I'm choosing white. But, like, yeah, you may choose red. Like, but yeah, that is just sounds like a splendid day out. So, I can't wait for that, actually. And... I can't wait for summer, regardless. But I just mean, I can't wait for that, specifically. And actually, yes, this is actually my next point anyway. So it's about, yeah, Sophie's true dad. But how is it fun? It's so funny that Chiquitita is like exactly the cause of that song. Like obviously Donna's crying because she realizes that the dads are on the island, and then obviously she's like to Rosie and Tanya, and she's like, oh, what's it called? She's like, it's Sophie's dads. And they're like, her dads? They're like, she's like, yeah, they're here. And she's like, oh, they're on the island. And she's also like, oh, in the attic. And they're like, in the attic? And that's what's so crazy. Donna's like extremely distraught. And then they're like, oh, there's like three men, like upstairs. And then they rush off and we're like, hello. Didn't you see that Anna was upset? But you guys are going after these guys. And like, obviously, potentially one of them could be Sophie's dad. But okay, honestly, I saw this the other day as well. Obviously, some people were talking about it in who they believe that Sophie's dad actually is. And obviously, like, even the second movie as well, because obviously Sam was the one who was like mainly around, and he was obviously living on the island with her, whereas like Bill and Harry, they were elsewhere. So it kind of gave us that impression, like Mamma Mia 2, exactly, even more so gave us that impression that Sam's her dad. But like for me, like I've always, I don't know, like I've always thought about it this way anyway. Like I was generally always like, yeah, like for her to have three dads, like that's what I mean. She did that, remember, at her wedding in the first movie. For her to have three dads, that's great. Like I'm like, sorry, like three dads, that means you're getting spoiled like three times. Like that's what I mean. If your dad's like, obviously, like, yeah, which most dads love their daughters, I feel. Sometimes. I just mean, like, you know, some dads like love their daughters bad. Like their daughter is the apple of their eye. They'll do anything for her. So my whole thing is, yeah, you're gonna get that times 3. You know, that treatment. Princess treatment, by the way. So you're going to get that 3 times. So honestly, it's generally like, oh, is it a bad deal? No. So who really is bothered about the test? Oh, back to, okay, more song. I'm thinking of more songs again, but like, I would say that again, another honorable mention would be Money, Money, Money. Money, Money, Money. And also, of course, The Winner Takes It All. But of course, though, like, it was so crazy that I forgot to mention that as well. Like, guys, I do apologize. Because The Winner Takes It All is just one of the like best songs ever. I feel like after I'm done recording this episode, I'm probably gonna go and listen to it because I'm sorry. It's like she's so defeated, and then like the whole scene as well is so cinematic. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, since then, I've not seen anything as good as that. Like, she's got a little red scarf and she's like obviously running down the stairs with it. I was like, Also, exactly. I was like, why is it you guys decided to have this conversation on this long like on this long hill or whatever? Or, like it was like a stairwell. I was like, dearie me, like what is this? You guys could have chose like I don't know a beach or something, but gosh, like who wants to be chasing anyone on a stairwell? Not me. Like no, like that's very long. Like I think the scene, I mean them being on a stairwell just adds to it, like the dramatics, and like obviously Donna running up there and reaching all the way up to the church, and then obviously you just have Sam being like Donna. Donna. Like because it reminds me of when I did the old movies episode and I said Marlon Brando's Stella is also like, yeah, that makes me laugh too. But then Sam's Donna, and she's just down there like the winner takes it. Oh, like that's what she does. She's that the top there. She just does the last bit and then she just goes in, and then it's just like whatever. Oh, and then also I love in the wedding scene as well. The other song, which is say I do. I do, I do, I do, I do. Like I actually love that song so bad. Like I think, and I also love, okay, first of all, let's stop there because I think with musicals, yeah, this is the thing, this is actually the game, like it's honestly like when you think about musicals, you're just like, oh, there's no bad song. Like it's generally so true. Like honestly, like I'm saying to you guys, there's this song, there's that song, there's this song. Like I'm just generally saying to you, there's actually no bad one. But the fact of the matter is, anyone who listens to this knows all of this. Like if you haven't seen Mamma Mia, which would be astonishing, which would be crazy, like. Obviously, you don't know any of these songs, but that's what I'm saying. It would be crazy if you didn't know Mamma Mia. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mamma Mia is a universal thing, and people even go and see it at that place. Like, at is it the Royal Drury Lane? Yeah, people go and see it there. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone knows it. And it's just a very iconic it's an iconic cinema moment, I'll be honest. Like, think about, like, something like Black Panther or even Harry Potter, things that are like general big household names. And I'm saying Mamma Mia is that too. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a big thing for a lot of people, right? So like for me, you guys are gonna be like, yeah, I'm saying all of these songs, but generally, I mean, I gave you guys my top 3 already, but of course it's like, bro, like there's so many songs in there that I would just be like, I love like so much. Even specifically when the Dynamos as well, when the Dynamos perform at Sophie's what's it called, at her little do, like her little do that she had for getting married to what's the guy's name again, Sky. Yeah, she was getting married to Sky, so like also that performance, that was great. And then also oh yeah, Sophie and Sky's song as well. That song is great. I wasn't jealous before we met. Now every man that I see is a potential threat. But now it isn't true. Now everything is new. That like the fact of the matter is, that's why talking about musicals, yeah, is always so, it's one of those things, yeah, that I love doing. But I'm like, yes, I will sing all of these songs like right now, and yes, for free for you. Like what? Like I actually will, because I don't care. I don't give a heck. Like I think I want to talk about musicals on here more anyways, because I find them really, really fun. Like, and they are like, I guess they are one of my favorite genres anyways, so it's like I really don't talk about them enough, if I'm honest. Like I could be talking about them way more. But obviously I don't. But yeah, I think back to the mystery of her dad's, I always just thought like, yeah, like maybe, as I said, that it wasn't really like important. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like I was like, I don't know. So, because it says in Mamma Mia, the identity of Sophie's dad is never officially confirmed, as she decides she's happy with all three potential fathers, Sam, Bill, and Harry, each acting as a third of a father. However, fans and theories frequently point to Bill due to the storyline involving his great aunt Sophia. And that is really true. But, you know, when you think about it, what is it? It's because they said Bill often considered the most likely, as he shares a name with her and his great aunt Sophia, left her inheritance to the family, linking him to the money Donna used to buy the hotel. And then they say Sam, viewed as a strong candidate by many fans because of his long, meaningful history of Donna. And because, well, and yeah, to add on, because she loved Sam the most. Do you know what I mean? I mean, she liked all of them, right? All three of them. But I'm saying Sam was her number one. She was so distraught when she found out he was going to go off and marry that woman. So as I said, Sam was her number one. So that's potentially why I felt even for me, I felt like it steered in his direction. But then, of course, when they said, even when Sophie was asking him in the first movie, asking Bill, I was the great Aunt Sophia thing was a bit that's a bit odd. So it was generally like that. And then they say, Harry, though the third possibility, though generally considered less likely than Bill or Sam by fans. Yeah, generally, Harry is he is last on the list. But I guess, Harry and Sam are they're head to head on being number one, I feel. Right. They're right neck and neck, because it's really a coin flip. Because you really can't say, it's just one of those things. And I also think because even when she was telling Tanya and Rosie, they were like, oh, you dirty minx, because it was she said that she slept with all three of them. So it was a bit more blurry, It was a bit more where you couldn't really say, because it was just harder to come to a conclusion or to a result. But again, I just feel as I said, isn't it great to have three dads? Do you know what I mean? Okay. Do you know what I mean? It's and I feel again, also with the three dads thing, if you don't like one of them, you have two others. So, yeah. I feel that's what I'm saying. You're not at a loss here. There's actually no way. You're really not at a loss. So, it's not even really, a bad... Yeah, as I said before, it's not a bad deal. Story short, imagine finding your mum's diary, and then you find out she has, she was with three guys, and then one of them could potentially be your dad, and that also, she also has a girl group, or she was in a girl group, and that, she's very iconic, even though she gets on your nerves. Because, again, that's what I'm saying. Sophie and Donna's relationship, it wasn't that great. Remember, she was yelling at her. She was yelling at Donna, when exactly around the wedding, and she was like, I can't breathe. You're suffocating me. So, yeah, which I do think, even when Mia touches on, mother-daughter issues as well, you could add it in that whole pipeline, because there's so many movies that, showcase that. For me, movie that showcases that in specific that I really like. Of course, I was going to say... Actually, I'm not going to say Lady Bird. That's a cliche. And I won't say Everywhere All at Once either. But I will say Brave. I definitely will say Brave. You know what I mean? Brave for me is number one because... For one thing, the hardest thing actually, with Sophie and Donna's relationship, she's the only daughter. So that's even more so another hard thing. But for me, with Brave, Brave is the eldest daughter, eldest daughter core anyway. So when the eldest daughter has all this stuff on her shoulders and she can't do whatever she wants to do because she obviously needs to set an expectation or whatever. But I feel that obviously is one of my favorite tellings of that. So there. But I also feel I don't even feel Donna was ever that yeah, she never seemed to put much pressure on Sophie much, really. of course she was saying to Sophie, oh yeah, why do you want to leave the village, and why do you want to get married? And these are all, like, again, like, even if you want to get married, these are all right questions, you know? Like, I even think, like, exactly, even if you are someone who wants to get married, like, it's still good to, like, look around and like, get the question that, like, oh, why are you getting married? Like, think about how this might affect you. Like, all this type of stuff. Like, you should still have that clear set in mind. Do you know what I mean? And then, first of all, like, in a way, if you look at it in the next movie, Donna wasn't necessarily wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, her and Sky got to do what they wanted to do, but then he obviously left, and, like, that caused a rift in their relationship. So there we go. Like, that means, or, like, first of all, maybe you guys weren't ready. Because that's what I mean. Even though I do think long distance is a big thing for any couple, married or not, you know, that's also another thing. I only think that long distance can be so hard, even if your relationship is super, super strong. But, like, yeah, it's a question of, was Sophie and Sky's relationship all that strong, you know? But hey, because that's what I'm saying. That's the real question. But, like, yeah, it's very much a mystery. Because I almost thought, like, Sky was like, what's it called? He wanted Sophie, like, because she was that girl. Like, it made it sound like that anyway. And then also in that song, exactly, that's what my impression was, in the way that, like, you know, Sophie's a baddie, and, like, he wants to bag her. Like, that's what it is. I meant, like, so in like, literally in our lingo, in Gen Z lingo, like, that's what it is. He just wanted to bag a baddie, and he wasn't ready. Like, he wasn't ready. So yeah, even though I won't deny it, yeah, I remember when they didn't get married, I was like, yeah, that's lovely. Because he was like, oh, it's because Sophie was like, oh, let's not get married. This guy was like, that's okay, I love you. He was like, don't worry about that. I love you. It's okay. I was like, that's a real man right there. I can't even. When you think about Mamma Mia actually as a movie as well, isn't it crazy that she decided to invite her dads all on a whim because she read some diary that was from ages ago, by the way. Not that it didn't hold true facts in it, but again, it was still from a while ago. So we're like, what are we doing? So she invited her dads there. She didn't think about how it would affect her mum, number one. And then, number two, she didn't think about Sky's feelings either. So yeah. So I feel like a lot of the movie, we generally see that Sophie's actually quite selfish. Yeah, I don't know. This is a hot take, but, like, I'm just saying, we generally see that she's a bit selfish because, of course, she should have assessed all of those things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, would Donna want to see the three guys who, you know, okay, they're pivotal to her teen life. They gave her life lessons, you know what I mean, as, like, most men do. But, like, of course, it's like, oh, was she really? She didn't obviously want to see them. But Sophie was just thinking, oh, I'm getting married and I need to know who my dad is. And I also need to be like, my dad needs to walk me down the aisle. And the funny thing is at the end, like, none of her dads did walk her down the aisle. So, like, yeah. I was like, that's what I mean. That was her main goal, by the way. And then none of them actually did it. So, yeah. Because obviously, yeah, Sam was like, oh yeah, she wants someone to walk her down the aisle, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna go and do it. And then Donna was like, no, actually, I'm gonna go and walk her down the aisle. And that should have been how it was from the very beginning. If we're honest. Donna should have walked her down the aisle originally, you know? Like, again, like, traditions are weird. Who says your dad has to be the one to walk you down the aisle? Who says that? Like, let's scrap that and make a new rule. Either parent can do it, and then I don't even know. Any parent can do it, and I guess anyone who I guess maybe has been a part of, like, I wouldn't say a friend, I mean, because that's too much, but I'm saying anyone who has been pivotal to your upbringing. That's what I would say. Like, I would class it as that, but like, it doesn't really have to be like, oh yeah, it's your dad all the time. Like, hello, it can be your granddad or like anyone else. Like, I was just like, up to you, Sophie, up to you. And of course, that goes to say, would the movie be that enjoyable if she didn't go on that journey? No. I love doing that, really. I love doing that. Like, as in, I'll be like, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. But I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, that's our story, and we got great hits out of it. And they hit well as well. So there we go. And oh my gosh, I really love ABBA's music. Like, again, like, of course, when I didn't even know ABBA in it, I was like, I love like the music in Mamma Mia, but like obviously after ABBA, I was like, after finding out about ABBA, like I was like, I actually do like ABBA's music. I forget there's that song, that I really like. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, it's Chiquitita. That's the one song, that I like about ABBA. And I said Chiquitita earlier as well. I meant from the first Mamma Mia film. Obviously, I like Rosie and Tanya's version, but I meant the ABBA versions. There's just something about it, like specifically also the outro as well, like that beat. Like, I actually love that bit so much. Like, it actually goes crazy. I'm like, oh, that time era music was actually so good. Like, ABBA's time era was actually insane. Like, I love 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, that's all me. Like, you guys are like all the way up to there, and I'm like, yes. And obviously, yeah, I think I said this before, but in my Spotify Wrapped, I got 76, and I was like, cool, I feel 76 anyway. I was like, hello. You guys be like, what? Like, I'm actually 23 years old. But like, no, like I'm like, yeah, I feel 76 in mind, in body, in soul, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I know that sounds crazy. I'm like, I'm mature. I mean, no, I have things to learn. So yeah. I'm like, what? Slow down. But yes, of course, in music age, that is all me. Like, I'll be so honest. I'm like, you guys could have even gone even further if you wanted to. Say 80. I mean, whatever. I wouldn't have minded. I think what I said was that, actually no, what my whole thing was that my mum got a younger age than me. That's where I was a bit like, eh. I was a bit like, yes, I'll take this and I'll wear it with honor. But then I was like, how can my mum get a younger age than me? And like, I'm 23. So I was like, and I think my mom's Spotify age was 24. So I was like, that's a bit weird. I was like, it should be the right number. My one and last final point as well is Donna Sheridan is an icon. Like, that's what I mean. So away from that Meryl Streep played her, but I meant that Donna Sheridan is an icon. Like, imagine like being kicked out, or like in the way that she felt like she had nothing, right? And then going off to like Paris, meeting 3 guys, and like your whole life changes. You have a child, then you also get a hotel, and like everything just works out for you. She's like, bro, exactly. She's manifestation final boss. Like, that's what I want my life to look like. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.